coyote. Meow, 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 meow. That's actually kind of neat. Oh, wait, no. Green. Green is good. Where's Rocco in the bracket system? I wonder. All right. What are the 2 card combos? So Val the Survivor, and then Token Scurry Oak. Can't, no idea how to spell it. Oop. Trellisara. First time I've ever said that. What's another 2 card combo? Engine 1 ring only with rocks. I don't think I'm doing that. There's only creatures, right? There's gotta be one more. Maybe there doesn't have to be. I can't think of one. A hobbit? What? A halfling? Oh, Grove of the Burned Willows, my beloved. Yeah, Caffrey's fine. Why can't I type, man? What is going on? I can never type, let's be real. Wait. Which one can I not run? Oh, this one. Yeah. What? I don't even know what that word is. Pairing grease river? I have no idea what you're talking about. No more ancient tomb. Womp womp. Lord of the Rings? Yeah. Anything? Oh, I guess I would need a way to gain life, actually, to trigger the Val combo, which makes me like it way less. I don't know if I can do that consistently. Surveil does it? I really don't like the temples. I'm sure there's a Seek card. Oh, there's the Seek lands, which technically do it? I don't like these that much, though. I can probably get away with it. Oops. For now. It's literally called Peregrine Took. That's a weird name. Speaking of food tokens, can't forget our trusty broken cards. I've never had Tireless Tracker do anything. It's so slow. Maybe it's not impossible. Oh yeah, we have light cards, I forgot. So I want to... So Kama's only on cast. Doesn't really work with Rocco. Well, it kind of works. Because it untaps your lands when you cast it. I don't know, finding a way to cast or play that card is currently a thing. Oh, Avacyn's Pilgrim. Winning. Literally winning. Enough fetch. I mean, there's a ton of fetch lands. There's every single one except one. Okay. Alright, let's add... I kind of want some mana rocks. I'm really gonna stop picking my hair. This deck looks funny. How do I find it? I think it's kind of hard. What are good? Esper Sentinels. Actually, you know, Esper Sentinel's been kind of a letdown lately. Might be my fault. Ujin's Labyrinth is probably playable. Especially if I find more big dumb stuff. Speaking of, yeah, big and dumb, we can run... I don't like the colorless rocks. Key is maybe not right. Is it only colorless? How does it read? Where are you? Specifically colorless. Specifically 7 or more. Okay. How dumb is it to actually play Meteor Golem? Maybe it isn't. Maybe it's not dumb. Cityscape's okay. I'm a fan of this. I'm not a fan of casting it, though. Could just say screw it, put them all in. Endstone is wishy-washy to me. I have 2s, I can play 4s. Let's reference the best deck in the game for a second here. It's like a gander. I always forget about Once Upon a Time. I always forget about that. Balligate Recovery. World Wagon's weird to me. It's weird. Primal Command, Overlord. Honestly, all the Overlords are kind of neat. Maybe the red one would be the next best one. What was it? Primal Command, Overlord, World Wagon. I really gotta stop picking my hair. Wagon. Eternal Witness? Nah. Nah. Not with Shuffling Eldrazi. I'm surprised it even likes that many planes. What does the second planes do? Nothing? Just doesn't do anything. If I'm unable to cast this because of colors, I've lost for different reasons. So it's not an issue. Alright, what are 4 really good ramp spells that are not in here? I'm trying to do something, well, ridiculous. I think I'm going to add a land. Exploration, Kami, Grazer, Burgeoning. Really want more lands in your deck. And we have the One Ring, Tutors. I could probably add another land, honestly. I am playing 2s. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'm playing 2s. This deck has 2s in it. Which is probably the strangest thing in here relative to what I normally do. I'm not going to bother with a board wipe. Could play Approach the Second Sun. There's not enough Solitude targets. Fuel, whatever. Do I have the key? No. I don't know about the One Ring. Oh, Splendies. Forgot about Splendies. My favorite card. Oh, there's also the Godo combo. Ah, that's the... I knew there was another... I knew it. I knew it. I am going to put that in here. I won't run Gamble, though. Is Godo not a mythic? Wait, what? Headcanon, I guess. Headcanon it was. Thought it was a mythic. There are a lot of answers to Splendor. Let's maybe not play Splendor. I like Splendor, but I'm just... It seems, as time goes on, it's getting harder and harder to have it slam into play and do something. Tireless Tracker, still a bit strange. I think this is not the kind of deck for it. I want to try that card, though. I don't know, actually, if I've ever seen it played. It's hard to spend so much mana on clue tokens. Esper Sentinel has also let me down a lot. And relative to the other 1-mana cards, it's not the best one to play on turn 1. There's a lot of 1-mana commanders looming around, too, that kind of just don't care about this. Alright, let's try no Esper Sentinel. Okay, this is simple. Simple. Harrow or Entish Rejuvenation? Sure. That doesn't change the slowness of it. Getting more clue tokens doesn't change my desire to actually pay 2 to crack the clue tokens in the first place. That's kind of the main thing. Harrow and Entish are good. They're probably slightly better than the 4s. I don't reanimate lands, though. I am curious what the exact perfect ramp package is. I still believe it's 1 and 3s, and not really any 2s and 4s. Academy manufacturer, that makes like the clue food treasure. If you run Provisioner, I think every green deck in the game plays Provisioner. Manufacturer, is that in Arena? It is, yeah. Clue food treasure, yeah. I've never seen this in play. My commander's not a 3-drop. You can't play this on turn 3. It's not really a 4-drop either. Oh, Tracker. I mean, they both do the same thing, right? Although if you would create a food token, yeah. Provisioner and Tracker in this instance do the exact same thing. I still just have never seen a manufacturer played, though. I don't know, I want to try Tracker. I want to try it. Okay, so Rocco doesn't work out too well in the artisan thing with, you draw a combo piece and then you find the other combo piece with Rocco. So I'm going to try it here in Historic Brawl. I actually have no idea where he's bracketed. I don't even know the last time I've seen it. But we have the Val Trelisara Moon Dancer. I just call it a Moon Dancer. This combo. And then there's the Rosie with Scurry Oak combo. So if I draw one of those, this can get the other. But that's not really the main idea. There's also Paradox Engine 1 Ring with any sort of mana dork, mana rock nonsense to, draw your whole deck. And then there's Godo with Helm as another combo. So this deck is just a bunch of combos. But the main thing is I want to see truly how much I can actually ignore people. And not because the last commander made 5/3s with sacking lands, right? Fetch lands and stuff. This doesn't make any of that. So I just want to see how much, kind of like Zakama would, just ignore your opponent. Zakama does, I suppose, play sweepers, but we're not playing sweepers. I'm just going to mindlessly ramp and see what I cast and win with. That's kind of the idea. I have the weird land in here. I refuse to say Ugin, so I'm always going to say Ujin. Ujin's Labyrinth with all of this nonsense, even Meteor Golem, just to consistently have, you know, the dream of getting our Ancient Tombs back. So, you know, I want to play with Ancient Tomb again, so there you go. But yeah, there's probably room for sweepers. However, I really just want to cast ramp spells and just see what happens. Like, how ridiculous can your deck be? And none of that matters because you just played green cards. So, it's kind of like Jetmir. Oh, actually, it's not like Jetmir. I played mono green Jetmir before, and it still was very interested in winning the game with Jetmir, right? Like, you play this, and then you play green creatures, no red, no white, and eventually you're going to kill them. Mana Dorks are... they count for Jetmir's text box, right? So, mono green Jetmir was not quite just ignore you ramp. And then I think there was a mono green Golos, but that's completely different beast entirely, especially at this point. I've played basically a mono green variant. In fact, you know, if you play this a lot, you know that's just a thing a lot of people just do anyways. I mean, I complain about it all the time, so. But yeah, I want to see how ridiculous the non-green combo-centric nonsense splash draft mythic that you pulled and you couldn't pass it up kind of nonsense you could put in your deck and just get away with anything, really. We'll see. We could just get pummeled and not get anything into play that matters. Or just draw half of a combo every game. But who cares? We're green, we don't have to think. Also, what's my quest? Okay, I can do it. Oh. Doop, doop. And hopefully the bracket isn't egregious. Could be. If the bracket's egregious, I can just swap the commander out. And, oop, my bad. And, do something else with the command zone. Not really be too concerned about it. Alright, I don't have a lot of answers to Raphaelos. It is doing what I want to do. A bit faster. It's on the play, too. These two cards can get away with crime, though. We can probably keep this and see. Like, this can just win. It can get through a lot of what my opponent does. Yeah, alright. I do need kind of a second ramp spell here. I also noticed Raphaelos is a huge fan of playing, green-white, I guess. Playing 1-mana spells. That is odd. Guess it makes sense, though. Okay, I did draw the untapped green source. Does that change anything? Kinda not really. No, not really. I think I'm still just doing this. Let's get white source. Let's play you. Utopia Sprawl is fine. Could have also gotten rid of it if I wanted to. Well, they need something out of hand. Otherwise, Raphaelos doesn't do anything. That's not doing anything. Alright. So they don't have the Redonkulonk nonsense. And unfortunately for my opponent, I do. So let's do green. And pass. Alright, so they have to kill me now? Or rather, really soon. Alright, they did it. Yep. That was actually a top deck, too. I guess you don't have to think if you just top deck that. Alright, my opponent did what I was setting out to do, but they just had to draw it, and they drew it. Anything that killed Raphaelos, we probably just win. Especially with Scute Swarm, yeah, we just win. Yeah, Raphaelos is kind of the new Azusa. That's true. There's actually a really fast combo here with the Val thing. Opponent, that is a mythic rare 1-drop, but it is not as good as Molt Tender. It's like Grist is just not as good as Molt Tender. That's my hot take. Yeah, they top deck better than me. It's alright. I deserve it. Alright, so let's play Rampant Growth. Anything goes. I guess that's fine. I will not mill myself. There's no reason to risk losing a combo piece. I won't struggle to get cards in the graveyard. Alright, so far it's been mono green from this side as well. So I can play this, and then if they don't kill it, I win. Next turn. So let's get a basic mountain. Play this. Play this. Put this into play. And pass. Alright, so they have to kill Val or the game is over. That's just Emrakul. Okay. Punch just straight up playing Emrakul. Neat. Opponent apparently has nothing. Also neat. So we name Elf. And then do this for 2. And if they don't stop it, I just win. I don't have to immediately go for it until my opponent makes a move with their mana. Like, we can just chill, right? Unless they do something, I don't have to do anything. Which means they're just fundamentally, if they ever pull the trigger on their answer to it, I could just pop in response and then just win. I also can just wait. I mean, next turn I have the Surveil conveniently out of hand. I also actually have Ujin, which gains life and starts a combo as well. So I have multiple ways of doing it. And then if they ever respond, I can crack this and do it again with another land. So, sweet. That's what happens when I draw one of them. And the ramp mattered, because I needed mana to do the thing. The last time I played Rocco, I don't even know. We also, by the way, almost had enough mana to just Godo combo if I drew it. Oh, this is the 6 mana Ujin. This is not the 7 mana one. Wow. That's nuts. It's hard to pass this up. It's hard to pass this up. I'm going to keep this. This hand isn't amazing, but it's just so difficult to not do this. So, sorry, opponent. It's an uphill battle from here, as I'm sure you can imagine. Well, they didn't throw in the towel. I respect it. Do this, do that. Let's go find a Surveil land of an indeterminate color. This one? Overlord. Yeah, sure, why not? They can kill it, and then it left behind nonsense that I'm okay with it leaving behind. Oh, it also lets me crew the World Wagon. Wow, I'm going to play 3 more lands next turn. There's just no stopping me, huh? I wonder what they keep with this. Well, whatever they found, they want it. So if I ever draw one of the combo pieces, I already have enough mana to just blitz all of it into play. It's just so ridiculous. Oh, look, we have more than twice the lands as our opponent. It's crazy. Literally more than twice. Although I don't have twice the mana, they do have pretty good mana here. They played my favorite land. I love this land. They do cast it. Alright. Do you kill... Oh, well, you have to, right? Yeah. You don't have a choice. I don't think there's a combo deck in, let's name anything random. I guess Elf. The crew is 4. Super annoying. I think I'm going to blow up the Ujin. I'm going to blow that up. I could blow up the key, but I don't want to do that. Okay, does that change anything? Not quite. If I cast this and they kill it, I don't have access to it, but this is colorless, and it can Helm spam Meteor Golem. I kind of like that. So we probably won't get a combo with Godo, but that's okay. They have to kill Godo with something, and I still have stuff in play my opponent would rather me not have in play. And they're still dying to the World Wagon. If I ever krill it on my turn, they can't kill it. Is that lethal? Let's see. Crew, swing, trade. No, not quite. Alright, it's lethal. Get wrecked. Cool. Yep. I just literally did nothing but ramp, and just the Helm combo needed to be dealt with. Otherwise, you know, I just win immediately, obviously, and then Helm leaves itself behind for this. This is still a problem. Actually, this was crazy. How many lands did this get? It's nonsense. I can almost cast Ujin. Actually, I think I can through this God Pharaoh statue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, almost. This is only artifacts? Yeah. Wow. Alright. There you go. It's funny. Oh, it's another combo deck. I don't interact with graveyards. This is 4-4. Of course it's 4-4, yeah. Oh, can't keep that. Ooh. Alright, well we set out to keep hands like this to see what happens, so I'm not going to mulligan it. I set out to do this. I don't have a 2 or a 3, so if this dies, I can't say I'm terribly upset with that. Wouldn't be ideal, but it is what it is. Well, it didn't die, and I drew a 3, so there you go. Probably should have played a mountain, who cares? Plains. What is this one? White. Rakdos Signet. Neat. Alright, this is looking a lot like the last game we just played. Yeah, who needs to think about anything? You just do this. Alright, well, still it's a opponent. Couldn't handle the green? I thought it was a combo deck. Aren't you getting close? This is top decked, by the way. Oh, always have it. Mono green always has it. Always has it. Never don't have it. Alright, another combo deck. This one is a turn 4 or 5. I'm not sure. This might be too slow. We'll see. Boom, boom. No, I need another green. Okay, I have another green. So we have a plan. It just might not be fast enough. Opponent might just be faster than me. We'll see. Well, that's a card. Need that one. Yeah, don't answer the one drop, lose the game immediately. Yep, basically. I don't anticipate any sort of removal, but I don't know if that changes anything about casting this. I don't think it does. I think I still just cast it. Oh, this deck plays mana discard spells. That's right. Well, at least mine did. And probably a bunch of other people's. They drew, they looked at their hand, and then they didn't do anything. Interesting. Opponent, what? 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 Oh, you... Wait. How much you want to bet my opponent drew a combo piece? Oh, okay, rip. Maybe they just, like, top-decked it and got upset or something. Mana rock ramp spell. It's the only thing this deck does, you know. Very one-dimensional. And then we play this, that, and I don't have it next turn, so I think I'm just a turn too slow. I can't make 10 permanents with Scute Swarm, so I just lose. There's like nothing I can do. Oh, okay, so they do not cast their commander. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. I have nothing to do this turn, so I'll just swing for 2. I don't think the game's about damage. I probably shouldn't swing anyways. I'm just going to pass. Reanimate does it. There's the herp derp dumbness. And perfect 1-mana reanimate? No. So pass. Well, that was a funny draw. Okay. Do this for 2. Do they have cut down, fatal push? Red. Okay, they didn't do it. What is it? Dark Ritual? What is that card? What is going on over there? I'm just not going to make a move. There's no reason to make a move here. Alright. They didn't have it. Unbelievable. Okay. Get wrecked. Cool. Didn't expect to win that. Oh, yes. Sweet. Alright. Yeah, they had the 5-mana ramp. They had the 5-mana thing. So what my opponent did here, this is actually really interesting. They, well, they roped out turn 1. But other than that, they didn't go for it. Maybe they didn't have it. But I would say they probably did. They just didn't go for it because they didn't know my hand. And they don't want to get hosed by, you know, a removal spell or something. So, because I drew a removal spell, or actually, because my opponent waited a turn, they lost the game. But, moving on from that. Because I drew this, if they interact with the fetch land right here, I can get an untapped white source, and then I can cast swords. And then they just don't have the combo anymore. I could just get rid of it, and they could just never... They can reanimate this, but it doesn't have any counters on it. Without this. I could also simply Swords Ulamog itself, but I don't think there's a reason to ever do that. It's probably always right to Swords this, because if they ever just spam reanimate this, it's never doing anything, and they can't get this back when it's exiled, so... But it's a combo deck. It doesn't really... It's extremely one-dimensional. Ow. Well, I did not ever expect the mirror. Ever. I would say our decks are probably very different. Okay, that's not a hand. This hand is very funny looking, but that's what we're here for. So, I'm looking for more mana, and we'll see from there. I would say with absolute certainty we're playing very different decks. Let's play you. I need red. Let's do that. Alright, I did find more mana, so next turn I can play Scurry Oak, and the turn after I can play the Rocco. I'm sorry, what? Huh? Alright. That's a card. I'm here for it. Let's get a gate. I'm gonna get a gate here. Just so... You know what? No. Let's not be weird. There's no reason to be weird. I don't believe I have any reason to take that. Do I play this land? I don't think I'm playing this land for the Lotus Cobra. And it also doesn't fundamentally matter if I play it, so I'm just not going to play it. Okay, I have no idea what the 1 is here, but I doubt it's a combo card. I'm going to manually stack my triggers for this. So, land, red, doesn't matter. 3. We do this. That's why I wanted to manually stack it. We get you. There we go. Okay. It looks like it didn't end up mattering. But I could have done something else. I don't know why you're upset. You're playing Rocco too. Oh, I love it. Oh, this is great. This is actually way more successful than I thought it would be. But only by a little. I didn't think I'd be... I mean, it's the power of drawing one of the pieces, right? You just do this thing you see on the left side here. You just do this like you would with any green deck. And if you ever have one of these, you suddenly have both because you're commander. And it's easily tutorable for because you did the thing here. Or you just have the mana to do it. I literally skipped my land drop. I skipped my land drop. So much mana. I feel like I have Omniscience starting turn 1 sometimes in this format. Alright, this is one of the decks to beat. Let's get rid of this one. I don't want to play Overlord for 3 at all. So, really no way to Primal Command away Gitrog Monster. Wait, what? Okay, I'm never doing that. I guess it's fine. You have nothing else to do. Just feel like I'm never doing that. Let's do Temple Garden. Doesn't really matter? No, it doesn't really matter. I can ideally shuffle their fetch lands away. And also tuck a land. I don't know. There's not a lot I can do that's crazy. Oh, it's Casualties of War? Yeah, and of course this is an enchantment. Yeah. Well, this is why it's the deck to beat, because it's ridiculously stupid. Let's get the combo piece of indeterminate value. Can't stop that. So, tuck, tutor. What? That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Tutor, tuck. Let's get rid of any land ever. Probably not the Surveil land, though. And find a combo piece. I'm gonna hide the Val, because the Val makes it obvious. If my opponent did not deal with my ramp spells, I would essentially win next turn. Or would have been able to win next turn. Let's do this. Green. So we have 2. I can't go for a combo piece here, because my opponent played very strange. Opposition agent. Alright. You got it. Well, that's why it's the deck to beat. Gitrog Monster doesn't care about anything. And also actually answers everything. It does what I do, except it doesn't have goofy combos in it. It just has efficient answers instead. But they needed it. If they didn't have it, we did just simply win that game. Basically on the spot. What is this? Flying? You know the red man is... Okay. I think I'm... Yeah, we're always naming elf here, yeah. Helps with the colors, obviously. So I can cast defense, and then ask the question, what does the red deck do against defense if it plays a third creature? Other than doing that, I'm doing nothing. Yeah. Alright. Can they win with just these 2 in play is the question. Wow, my hand is great. My hand is amazing. Games are being decided before I'm ramping into these. Maybe I can take a few out. I don't want to, though. You can't make me. I mean, you literally can't play another creature. You have to kill me with what's in play here. I did not expect the One Ring, but because defense is in play, my opponent is going to turn into a mono-red control deck. Just how Magic works. Let's do this for 2. Yeah. I don't really know what to do with this. Ramp spell is funny. I could simply grab Val just to be a thing in play, and the off chance that I have another piece of a combo at some point. 1, 2, we have 5 mana. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. It doesn't feel too exciting, but it stops some damage in my face and can win at some point out of nowhere, and I'm not upset if it dies. I don't like my other options. Also, if they kill Val, they might think defense no longer has combo potential. That could be valuable. Alright, or not. Or they get wrecked. Which is probably the most likely thing. I don't really think they can win with just these two in play. That feels basically impossible, even if they drew like 10 cards. I don't know how they beat never playing another creature ever, because this is in play. I think at this point, you might as well play creatures and see what happens. It's gonna win, but you might as well make me show you something. But yeah, because this is in play, they could think that killing it means I can't find a combo piece, and then they can just simply push through the defense if I go for a combo. But I would probably force this. I'd force this. I actually don't have a way to start the loop if I got the other piece of this combo, to be fair. Yeah, I would force my opponent to show me. Alright, well, I had a 4-mana Tooth and Nail, and my hand was a bunch of dead coal. It's just shiny, dead coal there. I am noticing games are being decided. Why is the partner showing up all the time now? What is going on? I don't know why it bothers me that much. It shouldn't really bother me that much. But yeah, it's like the games are being decided before the mindless ramp spell number 4 or 5 gets into the equation, and it makes these way worse. So, could maybe shave some of them? I really don't want to. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really just don't want to get rid of any of them. But let's say we got rid of that one, this one, that one, and maybe the big Emrakul, and keep the rest. That's okay. That's fine. Usually any of these are a huge problem, and it doesn't matter which one it is. Might as well. Like, if you cast a 10-mana Ulamog, your opponent concedes, you might as well just cast the 10-mana one instead of the 15, if we're going to be, like, super sweaty about it. I could play 4-mana Mana Rocks. I could play more ramp spells. I don't actually... What do we have for ramp that's not in here? Seeking with Seek New Knowledge counts as a... Oh, Archduke's Charm. That should have just been in here. Whoops. Seek New Knowledge is interesting. I'm still a huge fan of this. Still a fan of this. Don't really need Stomper. There is this as well. This is fine. Never too upset with... Wait, was it already in here? No, I don't think it was. Yeah, Seek, not Seek New Knowledge. What is it called? Seek the Wilds. Can set up a Seek the Wilds specifically for a 3, which has a fairly high chance of finding a combo piece, I think. Okay, not a super high chance, but yeah, it's in there. It is in the deck. Settle the Wilds. Or Seek the Wilds, whatever. What is it? What's the 4-mana exile? What's the 4-mana, the white Aetherize? Settle the Wreckage? Settle the Wreckage? The one that was replaced by the Wandering Emperor. I think it's called Settle the Wreckage. That was one of my favorite sweepers ever. until it became clear that giving your opponent any mana is just how you lose. That's how you actually get closer to losing, not winning. Alright, this hand is ironic. This hand is even worse. Tragic. This hand is not as bad, but it's still not great. Well, exploration's not great here. Also, don't actually have triple green. That's annoying. I don't even have a way to tap the Molt Tender. We're probably going to get trampled by the best card in blue-black here. Yep. Okay, I found another green source. Can play this, and I guess exploration? And now we have... I'm just going to mill, I don't even care. Just turn this thing on for next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I can play. I mean, they could just win with Psychic Frog and never play another card, because Psychic Frog is actually that good. They just simply never play another card again. On their own turn, I mean. That's exactly what happens, because why wouldn't it? Alright. I mean, it's just lights out if they counter stuff too much. Not a big incentive to counter ramp spells. It seems to be the case here. Alright, Opposition Agent, even better. Alright. You got it. My opponent had the Giga Omega Tier 0 nuts there. And we had a Molt Tender that didn't tap for mana. Now, sometimes that happens. It wasn't green, at least. You can see what you have to do to keep up with green. What my opponent has to do to mimic a fraction of my power. They have to basically build a nuclear reactor. It's like the best 2-drop in blue-black. A really good 3 for the exact scenario they're in. It's like you just need those things to keep up. It's ridiculous. Alright, I think this is the first time we get a Triome. Yeah, it looks like it. Boop. What's this? It's the Otter Ral. Alright, so it's got all that nonsense in it that we don't like to play against. I'm gonna... Yeah, no, that's fine. We can grab that. That's fine. Oh, the old end-stepped opt. Oh, wait, no. Combat step opt. Alright, play Arcane Signet. This deck absolutely craves 2 and a 4. Do it. Do it. Oh, whatever. Lame. You're lame. Let's lead with this, I think. Actually, I would rather them counter this, so I'm going to lead with this. Oh, sweet. Might actually get countered. I like to see that. Oh. Alright, not quite what I meant, but sure. I guess that works too. Let's get you... It's tempo. It's not even tempo, it's just cycling remand, really. That's all they really did, yeah. To be fair. It's not an ideal draw. Let's get you. Alright, what's on the top? What's the damage? Nothing? Tragic. So, yeah, I'm going to hide the land in my hand. There's no reason to... I'm not worried about that. I am worried about not getting there, though. Alright, their shield's down for the turn cycle, but I can't punish it, so... So let's play you getting... anything? I have no idea. Ooh, I do have an idea. Mistakes have been made. Alright, my bad. Let's play this. Treasure token. Yeah, that was a mistake. I could have gotten Overlord there. I forgot. I had 5. Could have got Overlord. Not that bad. This is still fine, but that was obviously not the best idea. Overlord was better here. Other Ral. Okay. This is the one that wins with any extra turn spell, as is tradition. This is Lightning Bolt. Please be Lightning Bolt. Same thing. Okay, I'm basically lost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, hold on. This can come in untapped. Alright, I'm not necessarily lost anymore. I could probably use my opponent's turn to win the game. Let's trade off a token here. I would obviously like Rocco back in the command zone, so... Alright, can I win the game with my opponent's cards? Maybe. Let's cast Prismari Command. Treasure. Draw, discard. Because I want to jack up my opponent's hand. So, you draw, I make a treasure. I don't care how these are stacked. I'm going to turn that back on. Yeah, I don't care how those are stacked. You draw, I get a treasure. So discard you and you. Discard you and you. Discard you. You. Opponent controls? Okay. Kill this. And I kind of want to just have this cast. So I'm just going to cast it. And we don't play a land. Alright, I did the best I could. I did the best I could. I emptied the hand, so maybe nothing can happen. That's a very strange card. But it proliferates with your commanders, so it's kind of neat. So I can kill their commander with Emrakul, or I can swing at them twice. I think killing or trying to kill this is... Well, that was a really good draw. I have this for 5. Alright, let's go straight into combat. Yeah, I'm going to kill Ral. I'm not going to try to kill my opponent over 2 turns with this. It's just not worth it. Alright, then we do this for 5. Get you. This is also a 6-mana investment that dies again and again, so it's hard to cast it and keep it alive at the same time. It's actually really difficult to do that. They also cast these in the wrong order. Never mind, they did not cast them in the wrong order. They can't bounce spam Emrakul because me stealing turns will inevitably make you lose. Opponent realizes this. Like, you take a turn, then I take a turn, then you take a turn. Emrakul will make it so you can't realistically get away with anything. It's just gonna really mess you up too much. They also do not want Rocco to die again, so they should not swing. They should shuffle? They already brainstormed. There's probably a shuffle here. Does it tell you if it's a shuffle? Okay, well it didn't look like a shuffle. Yeah, you really don't want to swing. Okay, so I found a combo piece. Always killing that. Going face. And... that's fine. I might as well play this. Might as well. And just put the counter anywhere. Doesn't matter. Play this. I can play Helm too, I guess. Might as well. Could I have helmed pre-combat? Oh, maybe I could have. Yeah, didn't think of that. I could have probably done it pre-combat. Alright, they actually countered it. That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. I feel like it's weird. Maybe it's not that weird. Is that weird? I don't know. I'm at 19 with the food token. Okay, so we're in here with this. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Get it up to 6, 7 at most, probably. Just eat this food so it stops holding. They would have died if I swung face, but again, I think there's just complete inevitability, and there's no reason to risk them untapping with their commander. I just simply kill it, and they can't really irk out advantage as the game goes, because they have to continuously recasting it. Continuously recast it, excuse me. Words are hard. Okay, so now it's probably over. I'm still going to go straight into combat first here. Let's go there, let's go there, let's go there. Wirewood Symbiote? I saw Wirewood Symbiote. Oh, I forgot this goes to 3. Yeah, it goes to 3, huh? Whoops. I could have used that to kill their commander instead. That's funny. Whoops. I do not... Oh, I do have a combo. I feel way more comfortable just blowing up the... this thing. I'm just going to do this. The game is basically over this turn anyways. I'm just going to cast that. Blowing up a land is perfectly reasonable. Time... Yep, they take 2 extra turns here. It's going to be difficult to swing at me, but this, I guess, lets you cast Ral and untap with it. Which is what the idea probably is here. No, I would have plussed this turn and minused next turn, is probably what I would have done. But you can technically minus twice in this way. Alright, I can't draw for Ral. They can now draw for Ral. They would just die, so... Ral is now gone, probably for the rest of the game. Alright, wrecked. Yep, I did play a little loose there. I know I can just try to push lethal, but as you can see, if they untap with Ral, suddenly there's just a bunch of gas and things happening, so it's kind of hard to go for lethal here. It's just risky to me. But I don't know. Tooth and Nail could have got a combo last turn. Whenever a creature your token. If we get the Val Moondancer combo, I don't have a way to cause it to loop and go off. Actually, I'm curious. What do I get here? Let's find out. If I thought about it more, I believe it's the right play. I don't know. What's to grab there? Also, was that the game I was a turn... Yeah, I should have had Overlord in play longer. I think so. So we cast Tooth and Nail, we would get... No, we didn't have Helm of the Host anymore. It was countered. Helm of the Host was counterspelled. Or Styx, whatever. City doesn't have haste. Summon Bahamut could have blown up. Okay, Summon Bahamut. No, I blew up a land with Ulamog. I blew up a land with Ulamog. It's kind of weird to think that Tooth and Nail doesn't win in that spot. That seems like a mistake. Like, summon Bahamut, blow up the mana source, like the Arcane Signet or something, which is about the same as simply casting Ulamog, honestly. And then getting another card, like Cityscape Leveler, to blow up more stuff. Really, there's nothing that would win instantly. There's no Crater Hoof Behemoth. I'm not going to play that one. Actually, Crater Hoof... We do have Crater Hoof out of the command zone for 11 mana. I kind of forgot about that completely. Okay. I like that more than Cityscape, maybe? Although the Defiler kind of sucks as an honest card. The art looks like a... Like, the location of Ulamog in this picture, it feels like it's a Bloodborne creature or something out of Bloodborne. It's like in a ravine or some kind of canyon. But it's not like a orange maroon kind of color scheme. It's like pale whites and stuff. Yeah, it just looks like Bloodborne. And he's also huge, right? Like, he's absolutely massive. So you'd be like... He's like a skyscraper. I don't know, it's one of my favorite Eldrazi arts ever. It looks so cool. What was I doing? Oh, right. Crater Hoof. I think that's fine. I feel like there should always be a win in that exact spot, and it's kind of weird that there just wasn't. Okay, well, to be fair, I could have Tooth and Nailed for Scurry Oak, and then made a bunch of 1/1s, but none of that has haste or anything. None of that has haste. It would still make my opponent have a turn. I don't want that to work. What is Essence Reliquary? It sounds familiar, and I'm going to be upset when I see it. Oh, no. Why are we trying to pick up Rocco? I don't know why we're trying to do that right now. Brisella? Is that the flip card? Or the half thing? Yeah. Flying, First Strike, Vigilance, Lifelink. Opponent can't cast spells 3 or less. If, you know what? If I actually had this, if I owned this card, I'd put it in. I'd put these 2 in if I owned it. I just don't own it. When does Meld happen? Does it happen immediately? Melding a pair of cards in a single... Cards can't be melded. I guess it just happens immediately, yeah. I actually have this in paper. It's weird. I thought it was kind of... It's a cool card, though. Yeah, I don't have this. Otherwise, I would. End step? Oh, that's a lame time to do it. No, actually, it's fine. That's fine. It's better than your start of your turn. Never mind. No, it's a fine time to do it. It's ideally when you want it to happen. I do like that ability. Can't cast spells 3 or less. That's really, really good. It's really good. That's a funny tooth and nail thing. I've never actually thought about this. Never thought about this. But yeah, I don't own this. If I ever get this card, I'll think about it. But with the Avatar set coming out in a second, I'm not going to burn any mythics. Can't afford to keep up with wizards. Literally. Unironically. The Vivi ban gave me a pile of mythic rares. That's funny. Oh, we have it. We did it. We have the Ancient Tomb. I didn't even, like, think about it. We have the Ancient Tomb here. I'm not capitalizing on it too much. Oh, I kind of am. It depends. It depends when this land is sacked for a surveil land, is how relevant this is. There's 2 Avatar sets, and they're both, like, entire massive sets. So I mean, rip Lorwyn, I guess. I don't know how I'm going to have anything for that one. Okay, we play this, we do the thing. And then we play this on green? No, we can play it on whatever we want. I guess green is fine. Our deck is kind of just that color. I have the other colors in my hand, I'm not worried about it. Like this. Alright, Ancient Tomb, are you fast enough? Against, what is this? Stuff. So far, it's just, we've played a game of Modern. Literally, it's just been Modern. Maybe not with the Cold Steel Heart, though. Explore, so I can play that. And then I can play 2 lands. Which doesn't leave me enough to... Okay. If I play this, and they can't kill it, we win. If it does die, the game isn't over, because I still have Rocco, and I can do other stuff. Can I pick this up whenever I want? Okay, I can. Jet Collector. Okay, they go straight into the collecting of the jets. Looks like there is a removal spell, or there's something castable that wasn't castable before, so it's a 2-drop. They have to know when to respond, or they can just do it now to not get confused. I am tapped out. There's no white protection mana. Alright, my opponent knows exactly what's going on, unfortunately. So, let's get rid of this land here. So, search, tuck, that, and then find a combo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Think we're just going to grab a combo piece. The one that isn't obvious. I don't want to grab Scurry Oak. And yeah, we can now do this, right? I don't have to hold the land anymore. You got a one in the jump thing? Oh, I forgot about that. Shoot. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I have 3 jump-in tokens. We could have turned them into mythics, huh? Well, potentially, obviously. That would have been pretty neat. Completely forgot about that. Though, to be fair, I didn't know Vivi was getting banned anyways. It wasn't exactly on my radar. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need 6. I need 9. I need 9 mana to do it all in the same turn. Opponent is... They're not AFK. They're thinking about something. I just don't know what it is. What does this do? Okay. I don't know what they're contemplating. Sure. Alright, this wasn't on my radar. I've said that a few times this game. Forgot they could do that. I don't know why they had to think about it so much, though. It seems pretty obvious. Could have shuffled their graveyard if I knew what was going on. Was paying attention. Alright, no more lands, please. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, one land off from having a good thing to do with this. But I can't do nothing. I guess Wish Enchanter is a necessity here. Alright, the best artisan card in the game. Self combos. They're letting me kill Rocco, but I don't want them to have a creature die currently. They could just do that with Grist anyways, though. Might not matter. Grist is not exactly that scary of a card. But it's got stuff going on. They do it. Really? Without any mana? I don't like this at all. You're killing my commander? Okay. This is so... there you go. Like, what are you doing? What are you actually doing over there? Alright, well now we're in a position where lands are fine, because I have this. I still would rather draw, like, anything else. I guess I'll take that. I should have tapped the colorless land. That was a mistake. Okay, so tap this for 2. Draw. Before I fetch. That's a good draw. That's a card. We like that card. Let's get... we could get a Seek land, actually. Just to have access to a non-land card at some point. I already played my land. I'm still cracking this, though. Not great. I can trade the Beetle. I don't want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Ujin can be cast, and then if it's not dealt with, things get really bad. Chitinous Crawler, Arden. Do I kill Grist here? I think the Xander's Wake is more annoying. Although this dying does mean it could be hard to... I mean, Ujin's gonna die anyways, so yeah, doesn't matter. Okay, maybe we have something real now. I did draw something actually good. I am going to 0. And the off chance that this actually... like, I'm not going to play around some crazy nonsense here. I'm just getting rid of this. Looks like the flashing 3-2? Is that what's going on? Nope, I don't know. So Grist can be cast, but they need something to kill Ujin with it, which I think is fairly easy. Swarm Yard. Oh. Alright, first they have it without the slightest bit of concern. This is just almost nothing I can ever do to get around that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I pick that up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I can't also cast it, so let's just do this. I value the land more than the random card that the Seek land can find. So, yeah, I value that way more. If they make me discard Ulamog, it shuffles back in combo pieces, which is really funny. So, of these two, I think Ulamog is slightly better because it can't die to destroy effects. Is there an edict in the graveyard? No. Alright, what beginning of your upkeep. So that can reanimate the beetle, which is annoying. There's a lot of annoying things going on right now, but either way, I'm always casting this. I'm just going to kill Grist. I'm not convinced there's a good way to deal with Ulamog, so I'm just going to do this. Also, they have Swarm Yard, which regenerates insects, rats, spiders, and squirrels. They have an insect in play, so I can't swing through. This reanimates the Jet Collector again. Jet Collector's been nuts, actually. Jet Collector's been completely nuts this game. It's actually just really annoying. I don't understand the attack. I guess just damage. I assume this answers Ulamog, otherwise this is weird. That's a finality counter, right? Okay. I guess I have to kill the automaton before I would do anything else here. They sacked Grist, so they put it back to the command zone as well. Interesting. There's no blocking this. It's not attacking anything. Opponent, it's not attacking anything. It's not doing anything. Just let it go. Opponent. What are you doing? No. No. It's not that funny, but it's just kind of funny. Oh, that's funny. Okay, all right. I'm gonna say with confidence it did not matter that they did that, but it is funny. Okay, they're done. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not swinging at you. It's not doing anything. You don't have to sack the. You don't have to block. Again, it doesn't actually matter. I don't believe this card is fundamentally doing anything for my opponent at this point. Don't have any other creatures. I'm not really sure what they could do here. Another sweeper probably doesn't kill Ulamog. Unless it's the exile one, but it is an odd cost card. Oh yeah, so whatever that odd or even exile sweeper is could actually hit both of these. Be the best card ever here. Yeah, it was a very annoying creature juggle here, but nothing too crazy happened. They did have this though, like they had these things going on. Didn't amount to anything. Also, finding the naturalize ended up being extremely useful here. Finding the witch enchanter, I mean. And if they ever deal with this, I shuffle this back in, and actually this as well, so I get my combos back. And Ujin exiled 2 things. Pretty cool game. All things considered. I have not cast 40 creatures yet. Rip skis. So is Green Sun Zenith ridiculous, or is it not ridiculous? Is there... I don't want a 9. I think 5 is the highest I'm going with this thing. Although, I mean, that's 8 mana. I don't believe there's a reason to play... Well, there kind of is. Let's take out World Anew. And I want Zenith and... What's something similar to Primeval Titan that is not Primeval Titan? So Primeval Titan would find... I mean, there's no Ancient Tomb anymore. What else? Think... I feel like feel like this makes sense. What? Oh, no. No. Those are not good. Yeah, Primal Titan fills a pretty interesting spot, I think. I think I'm gonna try it. I'm not 100% down on it, but like. I don't think I've ever cast One Ring or Paradox Engine yet. I don't think I've even seen them. What if I just didn't run Paradox Engine? No way to find them. There's no tutors for either. Like, I need the Ring in Engine. And what does Engine do without the One Ring? Yeah, there shouldn't be anything like Ancient Tomb. I hope there isn't, again, anything like Ancient Tomb. Okay, I don't know if Paradox Engine just with the One Ring is something I'm into. In this deck specifically, it feels weird. Or it feels I guess weird is the right term. It's how it makes me feel, so. It's all about me. Me. Alright, no engine. Which does mean the mana rocks could just be mana ramp spells instead at this point. So this could be the Harmonize into the core. I'm not playing Snowlands because screw you, Blizzard, Wizard, whatever company I'm playing the game of. Yeah, this thing and core. Solar Transformer. And really Signet as well could be. I guess Haro is fine. Alright, there we go. Signet can hang out for a bit. I could probably take the One Ring out as well, honestly. But I am drawing to wins. I'm not drawing to... Like, you never want to play... You don't want the One Ring only when... Like, if you have the One Ring, but you're just drawing cards and it's killing you and you're not drawing to anything, it's just not really that great. No one drop from the loot deck. Crazy. Gets rid of Roxanne as well. Interesting. I guess I could play Scute Swarm next turn. I guess. Okay, that makes life a little bit more... simple. Oh, this is a blue deck. This is a blue deck. Alright, I didn't have a counter spell. Interesting. Let's get Forest. So, crack, 3. Goto's interesting. I think we're just gonna crack this. The lands in my hand being tapped is like really annoying here. Yeah, I wish both were tapped. This is why I like absolutely detest tap lands in all instances. It's actually just like really brutal that it's tapped here. Alright, we're against the Teamer Mythic Rare pile. Amazing. All rare lands too. 1, 2, 3. So the next land does make Scute Swarms. We can keep our opponent preoccupied with this card for probably a good while here. So. And in the intermediate, I can cast this. Which I could have done in the opposite order. No, then the landfall trigger would have been weird. Yeah, it would have been weird. Put a counter here. Tap lands in green or blessing to the poor. Yep. Well, what about my Judge Promulgaia's Cradle? That's green, right? I think that's green. Okay, they played the other loot. Interesting. Double removal, as is tradition. No, we just take it, right? Unless they find specifically Lightning Bolt, we just win. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I win here. Unless my opponent has something crazy. Fairly good chance my opponent concedes to this, and if not, then we click a lot. But that's what we came here to do. That's fine. The only way out of this is River's Rebuke Cyclonic Rift. So I'll do it for like 50. I don't think there's anything else that could stop it. So 50 feels like enough. Also, I'm probably going to end up milling that Tireless Tracker with my bug. Thankfully, this is a fast combo. I don't have to do some weird stuff here. Although, they do have a Scute Swarm, which if it goes to 250, we obviously look kind of... Alright, there we go. Your turn, opponent. I did 50. Okay, they can draw cards. This can bounce my Scurry Oak, which doesn't have any basis on them being dead. Yeah, I'm gonna mill the Tireless Tracker. They bounce Rocco. Why'd you bounce Rocco? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, yeah. Itch me did. I mean, unless they have specifically those two cards, I don't know why they even bothered doing anything. Like, once you saw that you didn't draw it and have the mana, I might as well just concede, but... Because it looked like they counted after. That House Meld is pretty dope. I haven't seen House Meld since it got changed. It no longer, as you can see, that's why they didn't get this card immediately. It no longer just steals your opponent's commander forever, and you just win. But we have Control Magic now, which is 4 mana, and that just steals any creature anyways. But it's way more reasonable. This is just actually egregious before. But yeah, I mean, if they played enough lands, I'd feel bad that I only made 50. But I think 50 is fine. What do we do this turn, though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's say there is some kind of thing. I could just do it again, actually. Yeah, we could do it again here. Probably just cast Ujin, though. And exile Thassa? Exile Loot? There's not a lot of good hits. Yeah, I don't have a great turn. If it wasn't for just having instant lethal. Huh, okay. I mean, I could have went to 250. I'm not above it. You know me. I'm not above doing that. I would do it. I would do it. Don't count me out. I'd do it 3 games in a row if I have to. That was the first game these tap lands have been annoying. Have been actively bad, I should say, to be more specific. That's a turn 1 Field of Ruin in a deck that does whatever that says. Let's do this on red. Alright, Tyler's Tracker. Get in there. Draw some cards. World first. Not sure what I'm drawing towards, but surely there's something. Don't you frog. Don't you dare enchant this. Just blow up my land and then try to swords it after, or something weird. Yes. We get a land this way. Probably get a plains. Yeah, we both just get a plains here? Okay. Oh, actually, I could have get a mountain too. No, let's get a plains. My opponent's gonna get one, I'm getting one. I guarantee you there's a swords here, though. Guarantee it. There's no other way you do this. Told you. Not the perfect answer. Okay, so draw. Not ideal. So I can find a... Wait, I don't even know how many 4s are actually in my deck. That's a Heliod's Pilgrim. That's nuts. What does it get? The Curse? Oh! Lotus Field. Opponent is deep. Opponent is deep. Deep in the trenches of something. Let's do that. This. Let's get a 5, I guess. Oh, I got the mountain too. That's funny. That was a really good 5. That was a really good... Although, to be fair, so was Overlord. They're both about the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Show and tell. Let's think about this. Yeah, I have to do this. Alright. So they can... Overwhelming Splendor, which removes my Ulamog having text on it, but it's in play now. Let's cast... No, we gotta seek here. Oh, I can't because of the land. I don't believe Rocco works either, so I guess I'll just cast it for the sake of it. For 4 or something. But I'm 90% certain this does not do anything. Yeah, alright. 90% certain that doesn't do anything. But it's in play as a 1/1 now. I think playing a land with Show and Tell was slightly better, but it doesn't matter because I'll never have time to cast this anyways. These don't tap for mana, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they don't. 1, 2, 3. So let's find... I'm not even sure what I find here. I don't know. Anything that does something? Cityscape and... Kami? No, I can't. Can't. You cannot channel Kami out of hand. So... Witch. Play Witch as a land. Okay, well, we're trying... Stuff is happening. Stuff is happening, I guess. Which is a way to get a land off of Tooth and Nail, which is quite valuable here. How do you stop Cityscape Leveler? That's the main question we have. Bruh, the curse stops the witch. I can't witch enchant or anything. That's why I couldn't Rocco. Bleh. Worry not. It happens literally to everybody, including myself, non-stop. I cannot, until this very game, mentally process that this shuts down a bunch of stuff randomly. Like, I can't channel with Kami. Yeah, I can't. No ETBs, so Witch doesn't do anything. These don't tap for mana. This doesn't have an ETB. Ooh, what does this do here? This doesn't do anything to draw, right? Yeah. I can't kill the One Ring, because the One Ring is dumb. I think I'm going to blow up that Might Stone thing. Oh, I think I'll blow that up instead now, actually. Does this remove Summoning Sickness? Because if that's the case, then the game is just immediately over here. The token loot with Basking Brood Scale? Yep, that's true. It gives infinite colorless mana. It could maybe just be better than Scurry, but I don't want to run both. But it might be better than Scurry. They have a shuffle for this, which I can force. Oh, it looks like they're doing it for me. I think the game is over, though. I just exile this in prison and then Annihilator 4. Okay, yeah, they just don't have anything anyways, so... Let's do this the smart way, shall we? I did a good job at not playing the fetch... Oh yeah, fetch lands also don't work with the card in question. So 1, 2, stop trying to tap 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... Stop trying to tap the thing so I can win the game, please. Boom. Yeah, alright. Get schmeated. I am so happy my opponent did what they just did, though. I have never, ever, ever seen anything like that before. Show and Tell into Splendor is crazy. That's crazy. Like, I never see either of these cards. Show and Tell is actually kind of interesting. I should think about that card more. That's actually really interesting. But Splendor is crazy. That's crazy. It's nowhere near good enough with Oh, but this is actually a good example as to why I'm not playing it. There are a lot of answers to Splendor now that do not care about Splendor's text box. Unfortunately, because it's still one of my favorite cards. But yeah, so anyways, we exile the Signet and the Imprison, and then I swing with Annihilator, I ideally do the right thing. I have to manually stack this, but I want to blow this up with the cityscape and then let Annihilator resolve. So I feel better about myself. Well, wait a minute. Are they dead? Oh, that's kind of boring if they're just dead. I didn't actually think about that. Are they just dead? Yeah, they're just dead. Okay, so I can exile the 1/2, the Imprison, and swing for lethal, and it doesn't matter what I do. Oh, they're just dead. Okay. Didge. Yeah, that's also the first time I've ever seen that commander. My opponent was doing their own thing on their own wavelength there. It's also a 2-drop, so Rocco has a slightly easier time of it. Are the Scions better than the 1/1s, though? What am I doing with the Scions, really? Other than casting Eldrazi out of hand. Is that worth it? I feel like Skuriok is making lethal tokens means I don't need some giant dumb Eldrazi to use all those mana it works with. To be fair, they might just full stop be different enough that both are fine. Because I can sometimes actually cast Eldrazi out of my hand the moment I combo instead of making Skuriok tokens. So I can choose to go for one of them. Although, I mean, it depends which one I get, obviously. Maybe they're different enough. Maybe they're different enough. I'm kind of wishy-washy about it. Also, these are the only 5s to get with Settle the Wilds on 5. That's actually really nice. I don't think I want to change that ever. Because I took out Paradox Engine. So it really worked out exponentially well. All these 2s could probably just be better as some kind of 3-mana ramp spell that does something similar. I don't think I've cast Lightning Bolt or Swords a single time. I don't think I have. Which is kind of funny. Makes you wonder if I even need them. I did cast Get Lost. Yeah, the full Eldrazi package didn't last that long, did it? Tragic. I did add lands. How many lands are in here? 42. There's some MDFCs. Vibe tells me I don't want Arcane Signet. It's my only vulnerable mana source that is not a creature. All the other mana sources are just ramp spells. I think I can get rid of Arcane Signet. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of Arcane Signet. Again, the 2-mana slot is the one I care the least about with the ramp spells, and so far it's been perfectly fine to not have it all the time. As is not really new tradition, that's old tradition. Oh, my back. My back. Getting old. What is this? Is this the Spider-Man thing that turns into stuff? Alright, I've lost to this before, but I lost because I just got hosed by counterspells. I didn't really lose because of the card itself. I haven't really seen it do anything. It did swing for lethal, though, in the game at which it won. Alright. They don't want to play against Mono Green. I don't blame them. Wait, what was that other card? Oh. Oh, they had Zerta. Really? That's crazy. The things you gotta not play for Zerta to be here is nuts. Just so you have Zerta, which does make this flip for cheaper, but that doesn't really matter, especially you can cast it for the backside whenever you want. I wish I could see what my opponent's deck was now. I'm actually surprised someone playing this would not want to play against this. This is really not that popular. Like, I would say with confidence my opponent probably hasn't seen this in a while. On average, at least, you know. Alright. Also, my hand was pretty stacked. But now they'll never know. They will never know except us. Only we'll know. But we have to keep it a secret. Unless my opponent watches my stuff. Alright, it's the deck to beat again. We did not beat it last time. No surprise there. No 1, no 2 on the draw. On the on the play. Okay, wait. I don't like doing nothing for 2 turns, but if it works, this is great. But doing nothing for 2 turns is insanely terrible in this format. It usually leads to an auto loss. Which probably means I should have mulliganed, I know. Another land is kind of reasonable. It's kind of reasonable. But it is a tap land. I'm going to get rid of it. Of course, I mill a land for my opponent's card, as is tradition. Now what? I guess nothing. Of course, they don't have a land to fetch with the death right, so it has to be mine. Cool. Fun. 1 into 3, I win. This is why I should have mulliganed for it, as you can see. My opponent mulliganed for it, and they won. I don't really know why I wanted to keep that hand. I guess I just got emotionally attached to the idea of playing a slower game and just getting the combo through a bunch of interaction. But it doesn't matter because my opponent's Gitrog monster, and they answer everything perfectly. You know, I already lost. I basically lost turn 1. I actually did lose turn 1. Yeah, that's true. I did lose turn 1. I lost turn 1. Can't do nothing for 2 turns. Especially against a green deck. You'll basically lose. Alright, well, we have not beat the deck to beat. It hasn't even come close to beating the deck to beat. It's hasn't even come close, actually. Okay, it's fine. Haro is a card. It has text on it. We like cards with text here. Let's play this on red. Let's get white. Also, what is this? Oh. Is my manually... Okay, that makes it easy. I say manually stacking is kind of a thing right now. Green. So, wait a minute. I can actually cast Rocco and get a combo piece. I think this turn? Right? Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Hold on, wait a minute. Lotus Cobra's dumb. I think I can. Yeah, why not? 1, 2. Wait a minute. Let's slow down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just not get a combo piece. Let's just get a card that must be answered, which means my opponent can't play Sephiroth. I like that a lot. Must be answered. Or you basically lose in a spot, so... And that just means you can't cast Sephiroth. That is more than worth it to me. Okay, they found an extremely efficient card to play around said scenario. But they don't really want to swing here, because Rocco would die. It's not a good idea. Should never give me Rocco. I don't agree with this whatsoever. It's actually, I'd say completely incorrect. Okay, I found a combo piece, which There's no way to... I can't get the value from the Surveil land. Okay, it looks like there was no value to be had anyways. So we get Val. Actually, wait a minute. That's kind of sketchy, isn't it? Yeah, that's actually kind of sketchy. Let's just get a land. Alright, my mind was changed, so the Surveil was a mistake. I changed my mind mid-turn. Lost the value there. I'm still going to cast this, though, actually. I'm still going to cast this. It looks like there's a cut-down Fatal Push, and it would be nice to know that I can't go for this. My opponent would give me information that I can't do it. Alright, looks like that is not what happened there. Okay, so we can go for it, but then I can't trigger it. So, kind of bad here, actually. Let me just play this. I don't know why I'm being weird about it. I guess I could still just put it into play. It's probably just of all the things to do, the only thing that's really good. So I guess I'll just put it in play, but it's not doing anything. Ideally, Rocco could have found a 5 so I could stonewall my opponent. Yep, there it is, of course. I did not anticipate my opponent trading Sephiroth. That seems nuts. I don't get it. First I draw nothing. I can tutor for a 2. I can tutor for a 3, actually. Yeah, let's get the... Oh, I can tutor for a 4. Hold on. I love how I went from 2 to 3 to 4. Can blow up that card they just played. So I don't lose to it. That's pretty cool. I can swing with this, and I can pass. It's only getting harder and harder to cast Rocco, but there's less and less to find with it anyway, so... I don't really know the appeal of swinging with this. Oh, yes I do. Wait a minute. Again, opponent, I'm just getting Rocco back. Is this worth it? I want to say it isn't. Helm of the Host, what does that do? Copies Witch Enchanter? That seems kind of stupid. Is it stupid? Yeah, it is. What about you? Investigate, surveil, seek, block, no, this is anything. So I can find a 1. Alright, I'm just gonna make Val tokens, I guess. Pretty sad. I could have maybe made Lotus Cobra tokens. That also feels kind of sad though. Again, swinging with Sephiroth. I just don't agree with this. Just don't agree at all with this here. Okay, well, I'm gonna punish the case here. Always playing my lands. And there's not really a good attack here, so... Blocking is free? Because it dies anyways? It's gonna die anyways, I might as well block it, yeah. The token will blow up anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is nothing to think about, I'm just casting this. Okay, there was an Eldrazi to find, I wasn't going to bother countering it. Because again, it doesn't fundamentally matter. Let's go combat, let's blow up the other thing that's beating me up. And again, no real attack? Alright, next turn we have Ulamog. Which I don't really know what to blow up with it. This is the craziest Helm of the Host I've ever seen. Ideally, they cast something crazy here for this. I've been saying crazy a lot today, huh? Kind of crazy. They reanimate my 2/2. Okay. I can blow up a land. I think I should kill Midnight Reaper so they can't draw cards. Blowing up a land is kind of valuable, but I'm going to blow up the Midnight Reaper. I don't want him to draw a bunch of cards. And I can't move the Helm of the Host, otherwise it would be great to move Helm of the Host here. Unfortunate. I can't get everything. They drew a land for the turn, which doesn't turn on Sephiroth, and probably doesn't... Like, I don't know if there's any 6-mana cards that are subtly no castable. I have Annihilator 8 next turn, because I can swing with 2 Ulamogs. Of course, my opponent just has a 6-mana card, why not? It's like the best one in the universe as well. How much you want to bet the next, like, 10 cards are not lands off the top? Oh, I'm just dead. Okay. That's actually insane. Yep, why not? Why not? Just perfect 6, perfect thing, last possible turn. Why not? Why not? It's like you're winning on all fronts, and then your Sephiroth 3-drop aggro player just windmills a 6-mana card that most of that deck doesn't play and just wins with it out of nowhere. For those 2 games every 500 games, you get a gummed up board state with Sephiroth. You gotta make sure you have Bolus's Citadel for some reason. I did draw a 3. That's ideal. I could have played Sprawl at the same time, honestly. It doesn't change a breakpoint, at least. Okay. Why not? Let's do green. Yeah, I could have died by Sephiroth 10 years ago. They just chose to not have that be the case for some reason. So, I don't have a combo card. I'm just casting this pre-combat, because it must be dealt with, in my opinion. Let's play this thing, treasure, and swing. Alright, well, you need a board wipe, or something soon that is equivalent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have Tooth and Nail, but it's not safe. Oh, a Hard Evidence Enjoyer? Oh my goodness. A Dovin? What? Okay, well there goes the Mossborn Hydra. This is pretty cool. I like what I'm seeing. Let's do this on Elf. And probably just win here. I don't know. I don't have a insta combo nonsense thing, but I do have degenerate nonsense I could put into play, so okay. Again, you should always make me show you the cards. Just make me show you the 2 cards, please. Please. So I'm gonna get probably Summon Bahamut and Ulamog, because Ulamog's indestructible against a deck that has shown me this thing. I've never seen this art before. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, so I'm getting Ulamog, Summon Bahamut. I'm probably gonna blow up the Search for Escanta to make it harder to find things, and also get mana and flip and whatnot. And none of that just... Yeah, there's too many things to deal with that a board wipe doesn't deal with on its own. They have to have a way to exile Ulamog. And the Bahamut takes care of this. Okay. Craterhoof was not lethal with 2 attackers. I'm upset I didn't get to, like... I wish I could have, like, had the crab go into combat. Maybe I should have made him blockers first or something. I don't know. It would have been nice to see the crab do something. It doesn't have to do anything. We actually talked about the crab last time. The kids call it aura farming or whatever. The crab aura farmed me. I have not seen Tifa in a long time. Believe it or not, it has been a long time since I've seen Tifa. Unfortunately, my deck is not at all prepared for this in any way, and I'm on the draw. I'm just, like, so ill-prepared. Yeah, like, I don't even know what to do here. Just Blitz Mulligan. I don't know. Let's just... It'll be a quick one, you know? It's really, really, really fast. I don't have to sit in the game that long. I mean, I could concede right now, honestly. I don't think I have anything I can do here. Do you have Tamio's safekeeping, or are you just thinking about a 1-drop? Alright, we have the really slow card that my opponent apparently doesn't know how to play with. Amazing. Okay, well, I drew a good card, but it's not going to matter. Oh, I think it's Mox. Yeah, Mox Amber. That's what it is. It's not a Tamio's safekeeping. Because, just like VV, it demands you have Mox, so Wizards just gives you Mox every game. That's how Magic works, I guess. Yep. Just literally every single game. I haven't played against this in like a month and a half. First time I play against it, just always has a Mox. Okie dokie. Must be nice. I could Archdruid's Charm kill it, but that's just insanely unlikely. Let's see, perfect fetch land? Is this like the ultimate, absolute best curve ever? Is that what this is? Let's see. Let's see, drum roll please. If they play a fetch land, so far it would actually be the best possible thing you can do every turn. At every juncture. Okay, that's so far not a fetch land. It might not even matter at this point, but it is notably not a fetch land. Alright. Slightly off absolute perfection. It's just slightly. This is a 3-4 with Ward 1. This matchup is putting me to sleep. Okay. I don't think I can win. I can only win if the impossible happens here. Archdruid's Charm, kill that. Druid's Charm, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm over it. Enjoy your absolute perfection. Nope, slightly off perfection. Sorry. My bad. Slightly off perfection, I corrected myself. Okay, well yeah, if you draw Mox Amber every game, then Tifa's probably the best commander in Magic. In Brawl. I don't even think they mulliganed. No, I don't think they did. They had 7. I guess they could have mulliganed once for free. I don't think they did, though. Wasn't paying attention, though. I'm not gonna lie to you, I wasn't paying attention. I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you either way. Could not tell you either way. Is this the same Leovold player? I don't know, I don't think it is. Could be. So I have a turn 2 play, but it's not a turn 1. It's 1, like 2, 3, or 3. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Surveil. We have a draw step as well. I think I'm going to get a Surveil land here. Yep. It doesn't really matter which one. That one's fine. And that's a combo piece. That gives me set up for a way to win that way. Aha! They can't get the combo piece. They have to take Green Sun Zenith here. It's a pretty straightforward take. Unless you expect the game to go all the way to Primeval Titan, which is perfectly reasonable. We do. Alright, so play this, do this for 1, get Delighted Spaghetti. It doesn't really matter which one drop. So yeah, we'll get this one. There's no reason to get Arboreal Grazer. And fortunately I survived this dying. Oh, that's even better. Yep, Thoughtseize Reanimate. I forgot I was just playing Legacy and nothing I did mattered. My bad. That's my bad. I thought I was just going to play. So the past 3 games, I have kind of just played against the vintage side of this format, where nothing you do matters. Which is really annoying and unfortunate. And I think this is still beatable, but it's extremely, extremely unlikely. So, I mean, anything's possible. Just seems borderline impossible. It appears as though my opponent actually has Tail's End, specifically Tail's End. I just picked up on a Stifle stop there. So, fortunately I don't care about that one. This is a legendary, this is a legendary. They never tap out again for anything. I can't get anything in play. Alright, I'm just over it. Yep. Also accidentally clicked on some... What is Copilot? Does anyone know what Copilot is? I don't know what that is. Windows Copilot? I tried to click the thing over here and I accidentally clicked that. It was on my taskbar, but I don't know why. I didn't put it there. Oh, it's gone now. Oh, that might have been the Windows update. I don't know. I don't know. It's AI stuff. AI garbage. Well, at least you didn't say slop. I like ChatGPT. It answers all my really hard math questions about Magic that I don't know off the top of my head because I'm not smart. I have never played against Turok. That's kind of neat. I did set myself up for a situation that involves finding Temple Garden specifically here. Alright, so this probably takes Archdruid's... Oh, wow. Wow, that's crazy. My opponent really didn't want me to have a ramp spell this turn, which I don't know if I agree with that. I think you just give them that card, but I don't know. Thoughtseize bug. What does Turok even do? I don't even know. Oh wow, I get to just completely hose my opponent. Man, this duress looks really bad right now. This duress looking real sad. Let's get rid of Val? No, we keep the combo card, right? Probably. Okay, let's play this tapped. Let's get rid of Temple Garden. Turn it into a green and a white. And swing. You know what I should have done? I should have made it so I could cast Val. That was probably a massive, insanely embarrassing mistake. Yeah, that was impressively stupid of me. Well, alright. Leave it to me. I just wanted my opponent to feel less bad about their duress being terrible. This is obviously profoundly stupid. I draw hot diddly garbage. 1, 2, 3. So I'm 1 off of that. So I do nothing. At least Turok doesn't do anything anymore. Okay, well, there goes my stuff now. Alright, I made fun of duress, and now I'm paying the price, I guess. I seek a card that I would have really had enjoyed being in play. Another land. That's what the game is about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, two, three. Yeah. I had to think about their land. Interesting. You're willing to kill birds? Wow. Alright. I'm not doing that. No birds there. I'm just drawing a card. Tiles Provisioner, just in time. Alright, well, I'm basically dead. If I had Val in play, I would still have died this game. So I guess that at least didn't matter. As far as I'm to understand, at least. I draw hot, steaming garbage, and the game's over. Alright, yep. If Val was in play, maybe something could have happened. Yeah, there's an argument that I could have won that and punt it with Val, but I don't know how it would have panned out, obviously, because it was gone. I just played that very, 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 very stupidly. I mean, it's so obvious. I don't know why I did that. It's so obvious. It couldn't get more obvious. My opponent's going to play a discard spell next turn, and I have one card in my hand that I can cast and chose not to. It's ridiculously obvious that I should have got a better land color combination that let me cast Val. I don't even know why I wanted a forest anyways. There's no reason to... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I don't think I had another basic land to find. I might have already had the mountain in play? Or the... I think the mountain was already in play? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and look. I'm not 100%. A Boiler Grazer is interesting turn 1. I don't necessarily care this turn. Like, I'm not going into a 3 here. Oh, okay. I had the gate in play, not the mountain. Ah. Alright, then, yeah, rip. Okay, so... that... white... My opponent killed birds. We are very happy to see that. Always happy to see that. Love it. We actually got some map tokens, too. Oh, hey, they actually did something. Nice. Alright, that's a really, really feels bad get lost. But at least it didn't kill an Arboreal Grazer. But like I said, I didn't need the 3-mana the next turn. Still probably always right to play this, I just didn't. Alright, let's do this. Let's do Triumph. Let's do you. Should fetch first. So I can play Val. No, I'm gonna do this and see what is going on the top. Do I play Val? I don't see why I should. I don't see why I should, yeah. I don't see a reason to. There's no reason to play Kami either. Tamiel's what? Logbook? What is going on over there? Okay, well, we're gonna play Rosie. Yeah. And then I'm gonna do stuff. This Arboreal Grazer looking pretty violent. Getting ready to get in there. My opponent just played Immortal Sun. Wow. Can't say I've seen that one before. Alright, I can do this for 3, but because my opponent took a turn off to do some weird stuff, we're going to go this route instead. Royal Grazer's still getting in there. No, 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 no! Oh my... I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I needed that food token for the combo. I didn't mean to do that. I just clicked it so quickly. Well, I'm doing my best to not win. I'm putting in good effort. I'm putting in very good effort here to not win games of Magic the Gathering. Doing a very good job of it. My opponent has Planeswalkers in their Immortal Sun deck for some reason, so they don't work. Don't know if my opponent was aware of that. They just had Sculpting Steel enter as nothing. Are you alright, buddy? I mean, me and my opponent are apparently just all over the place together. I'm here for it, though. I'm here for it. I shall suffer with you, with ridiculousness. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Combo piece? Force out a sweeper? Yeah, we would have won if we got the food token. Actually, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh my... I messed up again. I messed up again. I messed up again. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. Okay, well, I'm gonna just casually blow this up. I'm not gonna say where I messed up there. I'm not gonna say that one out loud. I'll say it after the game. Me and my opponent are literally just frisbeeing this game back and forth. Ooh, alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is a, alright, Everything's fine. This game's gonna go down in history, huh? This game's going somewhere. This game's going somewhere. Oh man. Oh. I actually have a really, really old picture. I think about longer than that now, 8 or so years ago in Magic Arena. Someone played the Immortal Sun post sideboard in the best of 3 in Standard. This is like early days of Magic Arena. There's only 2 formats. And they had 3 Planeswalkers in play. Windmill slammed the Immortal Sun, and then they still won the game. And I'm sitting there just like, what? And they did all of that because I had Teferi in my deck from like, I think, game 1 or something. And they still won. They still won with the Immortal Sun with 3 Planeswalkers in play. So I guess you could say it's not the dumbest idea here. I'm not calling my opponent dumb or anything, but it's not like... they moused over this thinking they could use it. So they might reevaluate. But what I was supposed to do was a few different things. One, not eat the food token, because that's how I gained life for the combo. The Val combo, that is, with the Moon Dancer. And 2, I wasn't supposed to get Witch Enchanter, I was supposed to get Primeval Titan, so I could go then acquire Cavern of Souls, so that this is uncounterable, and then this would win. So I think that would be better than blowing up this. I should not have blown that up. I mean, if it's the only thing to do at that point, I should, but obviously I should have gotten Cavern of Souls, named Human, and then had that as an out there. Also, Human for this as well. If I ever find the Moon Dancer, I suppose that's valid. If they sweep the board, I can find Moon Dancer and then Cavern with Human on this. Works all the same, so it's just always right to do that. Alright, we were frisbeeing weird punts back and forth, but weird kind of punts. Not necessarily like one-to-one bad, awful things. But we both played very funny. Okay, I'm over it. I tried really hard to lose the last... Why does it keep doing the partner command thing? I tried really hard to lose the last few games, and... Oh, that's not true. I think one of them I tried to lose, and then the others, my opponents basically had, like, legacy vintage level things. Like, I saw a show and tell. Oh, no, we beat the show and tell. What was the thing we didn't beat? Thoughtseize Reanimate? Yeah, Thoughtseize Reanimate. Yeah, oh, the Tifa with the Mox Amber that it just blitz mulligans for, because it's the only card that matters in your 99. But they did mulligan for it. So yeah, we saw like legacy tier openers, timeless openers. But aside from those, without Mana Drain, it is quite notable to me how fundamentally different games are played, even from the Mana Drain player's perspective, not just you respecting it. Because it's hard to just respect it. You usually just cast your card if they have it, the game kind of ends. So it doesn't matter, it's just like a 2-minute door to nothingness. But from your opponent's perspective, they're going to, like, mulligan differently, because Mana Drain's not a thing. They can just try to find every game. And, like, there's people that have played 98 islands, 1 Mana Drain, and just try to find it and assume your opponent concedes when you cast it. Like, that's a thing you could do. Although, I mean, you might as well play the Crucius combo at that point. But, without that card, everything feels different. It's kind of nice. Like, blue isn't just this thing you're just thinking about all the time, just having this card that's really dumb. Yeah, you know, like, Wash Away is fine. Wash Away is a fine card to me. Just Mana Drain is really stupid. So, that is really nice. I'll say. Ancient Tomb... I miss Ancient Tomb, but I think it should have gone. What are the other ones? Can't even remember at this point. Chrome Mox, I was wishy-washy about. I can see it being a problem and whatnot. I mean, look at Vivi, look at Tifa. They just have another Mox that they have every game, so they can just win when they play it. Just leaving up mana with their commander, because you literally have to, or you essentially lose all your games. But anyways, for this deck, and what I was trying to do is wildly successful. I had a really crash and burn end there, Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm just getting tired or something. That last game was, oof, man. Me and my opponent were both getting tired, I guess. But the mono green thing is so good, you can kind of do whatever you want around it. This is just another example of that. I would say the combos were achieved more than I thought they would be, but I suppose when the only thing you need to do is draw those cards naturally, and you only need one of them, you're going to have that happen more often than not. As you can see, I changed a lot of the top end Eldrazi nonsense, because it just made more sense to play more ramp kind of stuff. And actually, wait, was that all I'd really changed? Yeah, for the most part, it was just taking out the big ramp payoffs for more ramp spells. That way, Rocco could more consistently be cast 1, 2, 3, 4 times in a game. Green Sun Zenith should have been in there to start. I forgot it existed. You'll have to excuse me on that one. Ujin's Labyrinth is free enough to just play. It still at least taps for mana, so I don't feel bad about the amount of giant colorless cards I took out for it. The Paradox Engine, if taking it out meant that Settle the Wilds on 5 always hits a ramp spell, and I really like that. But you could probably do Paradox Engine as well, but it just didn't really pan out that much. So, that's right, the Mana Rocks came out because no Paradox Engine, One Ring nonsense. So I didn't like the Mana Rocks that much. You could just play better ramp spells because you're in the best color in the format, so you could just play those and not have them get hit by naturalize effects or whatever. But yeah, the combos are pretty good. I will say people were aware of what was going on more than I thought they would be. Rocco is not exactly the most played thing ever, but I did have a lot of people that knew what to do. So the gotcha scenario is not as prevalent as I would have liked it to have been. But that's fair, you know. I mean, that's going to happen if you see Rocco all the time. Yeah, the combos weren't surprising anybody. I think the Godo one was. I'll say that. The Godo's always going to surprise people. But the other ones, not so much. I think that's all I have to say. Maybe I would play less lands. Lightning bolts, swords, I don't believe were ever cast. I'm not sure if I once cast Lightning Bolt or Swords of Plowshares. I can't remember if I did. I don't think I did. I did cast Get Lost once. So, I mean, those could be more ramp spells. They could be more weird Seek Tutor nonsense things, which I'm not a big fan of. Overwhelming Splendor, I don't know if I said it in the intro, but there's so many answers to it now, it's hard to get away with that card, unfortunately. I mean, I love that card. It's just a lot of things don't care about it. Even like the One Ring makes it fall off. Cyclonic Rift, any bounce spell, River's Rebuke, Besage You, Archdruid's Charm even. No creature-based answer, no channel land, I guess. Yeah, the Besage You actually doesn't... You can't channel Besage You. You can't channel it when the curse is in play. But it's still beatable. Like, I beat an Overwhelming Splendor. Like, I beat one. And this deck is not full of naturalize effects or anything. So, not really something you can rely on. The tap lands never really did anything. Oh, excuse me. So, these never did anything, so these could just be basics or something. I just don't like them. They were the worst of the bunch. They're nice to have parked for the Val combo, because you can just seek whenever you want. But you do need the mana to do that, so if you cast this getting like one of these two pieces or something, you would have to have a ton of mana left to then seek. But this deck was geared to do that. I was ramping so quickly that whenever you actually draw one of the pieces, like a combo piece, you just already are you're just ready to go. Just boom. Because you have so much mana with a deck like this. It's actually kind of ridiculous. at least in the first half, I was exploding with mana so fast that it's just hard to keep up unless your opponent's also doing it. And removal just slows it. It slows the game down, but your opponent cast a removal spell instead of doing anything else. So they're not dealing with your, let's say, exploration, or more realistically, your Elvish Mystic, and also developing their plan, their game plan. They're just killing Elvish Mystic and passing, and then you can play a land, and then, sure, you're not playing a 3-drop turn 2, but your opponent isn't doing anything on their turn, on turn 1, let's say, or something like that, or turn 2. And then, because of that, you're both kind of slowed down for a turn, if that makes any sense. Like, you play Delighted Halfling and pass, and they cast Cut Down instead of, say, I don't know, Esper Sentinel, or some 1-drop creature, or Thought Seize, or something. They're like, oh, we gotta deal with Halfling. So we got a Swords of Plowshares it. And then turn 2, let's say you cast one. So you have 2 lands and a mana dork, you pass a turn, and your opponent casts a 2-mana spell to kill it, because they just didn't have a 1-mana spell. Like Get Lost. We did actually see someone cast a Get Lost on a Birds of Paradise. Your opponent just didn't do anything but cast Get Lost, just so you don't have this. So then you go to your turn again, now you play a land, and then you just cast Cultivate anyways, because, saying this turn 3 cycle or something. So it kind of neutrals out that your opponent simply draws their card, plays a land, deals with your thing, and passes. But none of that advances their board state. You've been set back on your advancement, but your opponent spent their entire turn to set you back and essentially equalize. And most of the time, it's mana efficient on your end that you had your 1-drop killed with a 2-mana card. Like, you're just up on mana spent efficiently in a game, and it's like a cascading, compounding effect the longer the game goes on, until, way late in the game, and everyone's just floating mana left and right. So green has this, like, weird sleeper thing value where your opponent has to exhaust a turn in resources to effectively equalize and not advance. And that just is another reason green is gross in this format, right? Or just ramp in general, which, as we know, is mostly green. And that's just really nice to be the green player for. I didn't start the game with this card, and by the time I added it, I took out a bunch of Eldrazi. But instead of getting Scurry Oak, you can get this one, and it makes mana instead of lethal damage, because they don't have any power like the Scurry Oak squirrels do. So if you have Eldrazi out of your hand or something, you can just instantly cast it and win that way. So I guess the choice is nice, right? Like, oh, I have the Rosie in play, let me find the one that actually goes for a winning line. Like, oh, I want squirrels, or I want this. And I guess, to be fair, if I draw this or this, it's just twice as likely that the Rosie combo is just active, because I have 2 things I can just naturally find out of my deck or whatever, instead of just 1. But I don't know, the brood scale just for casting stuff is not super enticing to me. If I have any floating mana beyond Roccoing for that kind of combo with brood scale, it's kind of nice. Like, if I have 1 red source, then I do win with Gilgamesh or Godo, assuming it's in my hand or something. So there's kind of something there. I don't know. I'm not interested at all in picking up and bouncing and flickering this. Well, you can't flicker it, but picking it up over and over with, like, the elf bug thing. I don't know the name of it. Symbiote, Wildwood Symbiote, I think. And some other cards. It just doesn't matter to me. To me, it makes more sense to just ramp so that when it dies or something, you could just recast it. I don't really care to pick it up and put it back down over and over. If I was a mono-green elf ball deck, then probably there's something there, right? But here, not really. Even with the toolkit, toolbox, find your silver bullets for any given situation, you have a bunch of, just like Witch Enchanter, you got like all these tool things you can just tutor up for whatever scenario you need, kind of mid-range value type thing. I still wouldn't like to bounce this over and over. It just feels weird. Also, if this finds the bounce card to begin with, it didn't do anything the first time you cast it, and it would be kind of awkward to have it die before the ability resolved. Let's say you did it for one, you got Wirewood symbiote, and this died before the symbiote showed up. Then you can't do the thing, I guess. But I don't know. I don't think that's too great of a plan. This format is not super welcoming to that idea, it feels. But sometimes it is. I did actually see a very wide range of things today, which is nice. It wasn't all just, Dark Ritual... Dark Ritual whatevers. There's only one Thoughtseize Reanimate game. But, yeah, I don't know. I like this. Is it as good as this? I don't know. The 5/3s are genuinely very valuable. Especially when you can just blitz them out really fast. This costing 5 is about the same as Rocco costing 5 or 6 or whatever for the tutor effects. Obviously, Rocco can win out of nowhere. This isn't necessarily going to win out of nowhere. Sometimes you can get someone good with the Zurin Orb, whatever the Sylvan Safekeeper thing, and make 25 tokens on the end step and win. But most of the time, that's not a realistic thing. But yeah, when it comes to just like, what is the best hardline green thing to do? They both have their strengths and weaknesses. I still would prefer to play this one, like, let's say, when I'm not streaming or something, just to blitz out wins for the day. I'd probably still play this. It's a lot easier to play this. Even though there's a lot of overlap, you're still doing the green thing, which is very easy to just play out. But the point is, this is just... The games that you play with this are quicker. You don't have to sit there and think about what Rocco's going to do. You don't have to think about the lands you're fetching for. This is just a lot easier to play overall. And they're doing very... No, see, that's the thing. They're not doing super similar things other than the green shell, right? So it's just weird to say that because there's a lot of overlap with the cards in these decks, as you can see. But I still think they do play kind of different enough that it's a bit hard to compare them to a one-to-one, like, oh, this one's just better at doing its thing than the other. I don't really know. They're both pretty successful. This one does have vulnerabilities in terms of having your combos disrupted, and then you're just relying on the big green ramp side of things, which is the majority of your deck anyways, to win the game. And that's perfectly fine, right? There's something to be said about having Craterhoof Behemoth for 11 mana come out of the command zone whenever you have a gummed up word state that involves, I guess, a bunch of mana dorks or whatever. Like, this is doing different things. Technically, you can get color screwed in this one. It is possible. But this is still fine. Like, I think if I had to really give a hardline answer, I still think this is slightly better. Or just quote-unquote more successful than Rocco is. But this is fun to play. I like what it's doing. This is not very heavily played whatsoever. Your opponents are not going to be 100% certain at all, really, at what you're doing with this in the command zone. With the other Titania, it's pretty straightforward, right? The more Titania is played, the more one is to understand what Titania is doing. Rocco, it's like, all right, they might have some combos in there, and then the rest is completely up in the air. I have no idea what's going on. So there's an added benefit of that, and that is something. Information is, knowledge is power. So your opponent not knowing all your cards is pretty useful. Mono green, they're going to know about 80% of your deck right away. Seeing your commander is Titania, not here. No one's going to know you're playing Kodo in your Rocco deck. And that is very valuable. That is actually valuable. It's something maybe you don't normally think of, but the gray area of that. But yeah, both are fine. I would still recommend this over the other one just because it's easier to play, though. And the games are way faster with this, right? You just, oh, I didn't win, boom, next game. Oh, I won really fast with Elvish Mystic, next game. It's not always the case here. But fun. I like it. It's a cool deck. You can never get upset when you lose with your Rocco and they disrupt all your stuff, because that's what you signed up for. You probably could actually play Sylvan Safekeeper in this deck. I don't like protection spells just for, like, what is it? Mother of Runes, Skrelv, Safekeeper nonsense. I just don't like that in these kinds of decks. Those cards don't ramp you, and playing them turn 1 is kind of awkward sometimes. I'm also not really capitalizing on what they do until I'm going for a combo, and they don't make the combo uncounterable magically. So I just don't like protection spells. You can either just go for it, wait for a window that your opponent's tapped out. If you have the read that they don't have anything because priority is being slipped by really quickly, or, you know, there's just tells that might show up that tell you it's good to go for it. Or you could just not go for it and play the mono green thing and just cast this as a value engine and get, like, Overlord and or Primeval Titan and ramp into Big Dumb, and you don't need a combo, right? That's the other idea of it basically being mono green. But alright, let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Oh, you two know each other? Get out of here. No bonding in my chat. Not allowed. GG's though.